Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to the second installment in our survival guide series. The guide that will provide you with good tips and tricks to climb to diamond and perhaps even further. If you somehow missed the last episode, there will be a link in the description, and you may also click on the video on the screen to be taken right to it. You can also watch this guide first and then check out the previous one, as the order is irrelevant. If you are still here, then I will get started. This episode is going to be focusing on farming and getting the CS needed to buy the cool items. So, farming is a very important factor in League, as it will allow you to get items without being fed on kills. And before we get any further, I will tell you some background knowledge about CSing and minions overall. So, waves of minions spawn every 30 seconds from your nexus. The first wave will consist of 6 minions, the next wave will have 6 minions too, and the third one will consist of 7, the 7th minion being a cannon minion. This pattern of 6, 6, 7 will be the same throughout the entire game. On the screen now, you will see a pattern for the approximate max amount of CS you can have just by farming in your lane. This is the perfect scenario, so if you can only manage to acquire, let's say, 95 CS after 10 minutes, then it's all fine and dandy. But these are some good results to strive towards. And now let's jump straight to the mid lane, and I will give you some good tips and tricks on how to act when you're farming. The first rule of laning is that you should always prioritize getting CS over harassing your lane opponent, because your opponent can always recall and then you will have missed important CS. So always prioritize CS over harass. However, if you can manage to poke your lane opponent without missing any CS, then you should definitely do it. An example would be me on set. If I can position myself so my Q ability will hit both the minion and the enemy, then I will always do it. Cause this will maybe give me an opportunity to maybe go all in later with my ulti and my ignite. Remember though, your team is the most important part of this game, so if you feel the need to roam or help out your jungler, or just walk down the river to secure the dragon, then you should do it, because your team is prioritized over getting CS. So these are some good tips and tricks, general rules for when you are farming and you are in your laning phase. Now let us check out my gameplay and how my CS is coming along. You can see after 5 minutes I have 40 CS, which is completely fine. By my standards, it is a completely acceptable CS to have at this point in the game. We now check the 7-minute mark, and you can see I now have 64 CS, which is also completely fine for my standards. And we now skip ahead to the 8-minute mark. I now have 77 CS. I have, however, missed a few CS, but it is completely fine by my standards once again. And here we are, nearing us the 10-minute mark. You can see me get the last few CS. Oh, missed that one, let's just say on purpose. I now have exactly 100 CS after 10 minutes, and you can remember the pattern from earlier, that you should have at your max 107, and I have 100, which is completely fine. So here we are at the end of the video. Thank you for watching episode 2 of our survival guides. The next guide is going to be about jungle pathing, and it should be coming out sometime in the future. You can check out some more of our videos on the screen right now. We have our new play of the day clips where you can send us your replays and have them featured in a highlight type of video. And you can check out our specific guides on Yasuo. So this has been Phoenixwing from Excel Skillshots, and I'm out for now. See you guys next time.